and I can still be drinking an iced coffee. But anyways, I'm about to run out the door, but I wanted to quickly talk about some home organization before 2026, or if you're watching this in 2026, that's perfectly fine. I don't think that we need to reorganize our entire home in a matter of 3 days so that when the clock strikes 12, we'll have a new home, new year. Sometimes that's just not practical, but what we can do is take little parts of our home at a time and touch them for an hour, set a timer for an hour. I actually just reorganized my closet. Literally, I wasn't able to shut my drawers. I had so many clothes. They were all folded horribly. So I refolded everything, I reorganized everything, I cleaned up a little bit. My closet's a little funky because it's like a small room that is converted into a closet. So it's just like a little janky, but it's looking a lot better. And it really does go to show, like, I was putting that off for so long, and now that I did it, it literally took probably an hour. I feel so much better. I'm about to do the same thing with my pantry, you know, within the next few days, or maybe probably not today. But yeah, it's just taking that hour out of your day to do one part of your home. Organize one dresser, one small room, one cabinet. It literally all adds up and it feels so much better, and I just want to step into this new year with less things. I think that's like been a constant theme these last 2 months, is just pitching all the things that I don't use on a regular basis because I don't need them. But anyways, guys, it's a great day to have a great day. It's cold. I'm actually loving it. Another hot take along with my iced coffee is that I actually love winter and cold months. Well, let me say that I don't love winter in Chicago. That was a little bit too cold, but I love winter down here in the south. I mean, it's still pretty cold. It's like 20 degrees this morning, 20, maybe like 23 degrees, but I'm kind of vibing, okay? I'm kind of vibing. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. I will be in Chicago for about a week, and I wanted to do a quick chat about keeping your routines while you're traveling. It's so important to keep the same morning routine, keep the same night routine, have your staple habits that you can take with you wherever you go. Even when I'm on vacation, I'm doing my meditating, I'm doing my yoga, I'm doing my journaling, I'm going to the gym, in the hotel gym, or wherever, you know, I am. And I think that's what really keeps me sane, especially because when I do come home, it's so much like go, 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 that when I still keep that, okay, let's go to the gym in the morning, let's, you know, go in the sauna and meditate. I do that stuff back home anyways, so it really helps doing that here, and I'm really excited. I'm just spending the day, these next few days with my family, catching up with friends, and I think that's what it's all about. I actually told my sister, I'm like, it actually feels like Christmas this year. Last year it didn't really feel like it to me, but I think it's because I've really made it a point to do things like actual Christmas things, go to little markets, like do Christmas shopping and wrapping my gifts in like a way that I like, and having movie nights like that's what makes it feel like Christmas, especially as we get older. And you need to keep those holiday rituals, you need to keep those fun activities to make it feel special. Otherwise it could really just feel like a crazy chaotic time of the year, and I never want Christmas to be like that, because I think it could be so nice And you know, I always hear people talk about like stress, holiday stress. You know, I think if you actually start planning and like gift shopping like after Thanksgiving, you don't need to stress. Of course, if you wait until 2 days before Christmas Eve to do all these things, you're gonna be stressed. So there are ways that I've found in my life that I don't need to be so stressed out in the holidays, because I just like try to plan ahead. So hope everyone's having a great holiday week and holiday and had a great holiday. Keep you guys updated. We're about to go get some Mexican food, and I'm so excited because Mexican food is my favorite. Forgive me. Alexa, stop.
Later in 1880. And it's just like I'm reminded of how she hears another knock at the door.
Guys, we are currently writing down 2026 intentions and goals. I'm so excited. I don't know. I think New Year's might be my absolute favorite New Year. I'm just such a person that loves to reset my favorite holiday. It's really exciting for me. So right now I'm making a web 2026 in the middle and like coming out different goals or dreams that I have, and then what I'll end up doing is going into Pinterest and finding pictures that correlate to each one of these little items and making a vision board. So we're gonna do that on New Year's Eve when she comes over with our friends. So right now we are sitting down at a beautiful hotel in Chicago, writing down our dreams, writing down our goals, and when I get into this mindset, it just all feels so tangible. Like it just all feels so real. And I'm just really grateful that I have like that mindset to really be like, wait, this is possible, you know? Because it is, you guys, it is. It's Christmas Day, actually, too, which is amazing. Merry Christmas. We went to church. I love spending my Christmas like this. I love spending it. We've been just shouting about how grateful we are, literally roaming the streets, praising Jesus. It's been great, meeting some amazing people. I used to have this limiting belief, actually, that people in Chicago are not as nice, but what I'm realizing is if you talk to them first, a lot of them are really nice, actually. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to this, and I hope you guys had a great holiday. Remember to plan your New Year, even if you're watching this after January 1st, you can still do it. It's never too late. Never too late. Merry Christmas!
Everybody?
It's 40 degrees in Chicago. Not horrible. Not horrible.
Not amazing either.
But
Wind.
look at where we're pulling up in. We got the Snuggies. Is that what they're called? I remember.
They were called, now it's off-brand.
Yeah, now it's off-brand Snuggies. That was when the whole infomercial thing was happening, and Snuggies were like the biggest deal ever. But we're just doing a little debrief walk because I don't know about y'all, but
We got some drama this year, y'all.
families can be crazy around the holidays. Gabriella, tell them your download about ChatGPT.
So I definitely abuse and overuse chat for just kind of like every single problem, when a lot of times it should be to God.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I just got like a little download just to delete the app for a week. And
Yeah.
just rely on because a lot of times I do it to get like comfort.
Yeah.
Or to get validation, even though I know the answer. I just want a robot to tell me the answer.
Because it's easy and convenient. Merry Christmas. I hate when people don't respond to me. I'm just trying to be
Maybe he had headphones in.
I think he just doesn't speak English. But it is sometimes hard to use to define when to stop using ChatGPT, because we need to go to God. We need to go to God. But
Yeah.
ChatGPT is so accessible.
Like, no, it's overpowering God sometimes.
It does.
It's not good.
And it's like, how many people in this world are Christians, but they're going to ChatGPT over God? Probably a lot, because it's convenient. I did it one time with this prophetic dream that I got, and I totally could have just waited and like asked God, prayed on it, meditated on it, waited for it. But no, what did I do? I typed in my entire dream to ChatGPT, and it basically told me the answer, which I could have and should have gotten from God. It might have taken a few weeks to understand, but no, I just needed to get it in that very moment. Camera's about to die, just wanted to fill you guys in. It's Christmas night at 9 p.m. we're getting our steps in because she got me a Fitbit.
Well, she and our grandpa.
She and my grandpa pitched in money for a Fitbit, so you already know I'm getting those 10K steps in every day. But yeah, we hope you guys had a great holiday. Good evening. I wanted to have a little bit of a chat. I've been talking about New Year's a lot in this video, and it's because it seriously is my favorite holiday. I've just been making some goals and dreams and plans and webs and so much. And I wanted to share a little bit of my process for planning for the new year. I believe that if you don't have an intention, if you don't have things written down, you're going to be chasing your tail, basically. You're not going to know which direction you need to go unless you plan for it ahead of time. So how I start everything is webs. I mean, this is how my brain works. So if your brain doesn't work like this, obviously find another way. But for me, it works like doing 2026 in the middle and having a bunch of things around it of what I want to do, what I want to accomplish. So for a few examples, I want to do a 10-second handstand by the end of next year. I want to do a solo trip. I want to go camping. I want to post at least 3 videos a week on YouTube. So from goals to adventurous things, I just put it all here. What do I want next year to look like? I heard Terry Savelle Foy say, if you are sitting here on December 31st of 2026 and you say, this has been the best year yet, what would you have needed to do that whole year for you to be able to say that? And that really triggered a bunch of thoughts, like, what would I need to do next year that by the end of it, I would be able to say, this has been the best year yet? So I did keep that in mind while I was writing all of these things. And then what I also like to do, not only have my dreams and goals, but write down my habits. And how I actually am doing my habits next year is different from what I tried to do this year in 2025. In 2025, I tried to say every single day, I am going to do this. Well, let me break it to you. You cannot do something every single day. Life comes up, life gets crazy, life gets, disoriented. So it's not possible. You're setting yourself up for failure if you say every single morning, every single night, I am going to do this. So my new thing is 90% of the time. I calculated that, and if you do something 90% of the time, that means that you only miss about 36 days out of the year. To me, that seems very reasonable. So some things that I wrote down for my habits are to study Spanish 90% of the days, to get in 10K steps at least 90% of the days, to write, to practice my handstand, to do 2 Bible readings a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. And to spend at least 20 minutes outside. They're very tangible things that I can do right here. And I'm setting myself up for success knowing that these are only 90% of the time. That means I can miss 2 times a month basically, to a little bit over. That's realistic, because that gives me enough room to push myself to, I really want to do this most days, but hey, I'm not going to kill myself trying, because some days you just can't. And then it's actually proven to have at least 7 to 10 goals to focus on for the year. Below that, it's like, come on, you can push yourself, but above 10, it's like, okay, that's way too much. So a few things that I wrote down was, again, I will do that 10-second handstand by the end of 2026. If I can do that handstand, I'll be really happy with myself. There's no benefits of why I want to do that. I simply just want to say that I can. And I don't like not being able to do something that I think is cool, or if somebody else can do it, I want to do it. I think doing a handstand is cool. I've been saying I've wanted to do it, but I haven't really pushed myself to be able to, so this is the perfect time to do so. Another thing, I will have posted 100 YouTube videos. That correlates if I stick to my plan of posting 3 times a week. By the end of 2026, that will have been 100 videos. So that's a goal. Another goal is I will be leading high schoolers at my church. That's something that I want to do. I won't be able to until late in 2026, just the way that my church works, but that's a goal. If I'm leading and helping out, that would feel awesome. So my goals are all over the place. Some are a lot more manageable with myself, like posting the YouTube videos. Some are kind of up to fate, like will I actually be able to be in that position of leadership at my church or not. But these are some really cool ways that I set myself up for success because they're, again, very tangible. And then another thing I do is I have my vision board printables. So for instance, I'm posting on YouTube. I have big dreams for this YouTube channel. I am going to print out a silver plaque with my name on it saying that I have surpassed 100,000 followers. Because, last year I had a goal that I would have 10K followers on my YouTube channel. And well, that has not happened. So I realized I don't really want to do a goal like that. Like I will have, 10K followers. Like I just don't like that. I do not like that. That was really stressing me out, and I really do want to leave it up to God if he wants to promote my channel. But this dream where I have a plaque and I'm looking at it, for some reason that feels like less pressure. It's just something that I'm looking at like, ooh, that would be cool. I don't know how to explain it. For my brain, that's way less pressure than having one of my 7 to 10 goals be like, you will get 10K YouTube followers. Like, no, I'm not gonna force that to happen, but it's cool to dream. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm also gonna have like a picture of me speaking in front of a church because that's what I want to do with and leading those high schoolers. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, it's really exciting, you guys. I love the new year. So then what I'll do with this is I'll take my web and I will go to Pinterest and, for instance, I'll say, okay, 10-second handstand. I'll find a picture of a girl doing a handstand and boom, I'll print it out, cut it out, and paste it onto my vision board. I usually use a canvas about this big from Hobby Lobby or whatever craft store I stumble upon. And that's what we'll be doing this Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, what? This Christmas, guys, I'm tired. This New Year's Eve, my friends are all coming over and we're going to have a little vision board night. I'm really excited, but get clear on where you guys want to go, get clear on your dreams, get clear on your goals, because with that, you will have direction, you will have a lighthouse that you will get to follow. Without that, you will just be a wanderer. And who wants to be a wanderer? I want to know where I'm going. I want to go to great places. And in order to do that, I need a roadmap for my life. And you do too. So I hope this encouraged you. And I'm excited to see where you guys end up. Comment down below your dreams, your goals. I feel like we can all just kind of share with each other, and maybe even I said something that inspired you and you're like, oh, I want to do a handstand. Like I think collectively talking about dreams and plans for our future is really inspiring to our fellow friends and humans around us. So I encourage you guys to do something along the lines of this and seriously watch your life transform.